Wolves' horrendous injury list means that Simon Coleman, signed on a month's loan from Bolton Wanderers yesterday, is pitched straight into battle in the centre of defence. Coleman's had a catalogue of injuries himself over the last 2 years. He and Wolves are hoping for a change of luck. Mark McGee doesn't have many options, so he'll be hoping that 17-year-old Robbie Keane, who's made such an immediate impact, will again thrive in midfield, and that Steve Bull, his 10-match drought over, can carry on where he left off against Bury on Saturday. Tony Naylor had the Indian sign over Wolves last season, scoring in both encounters, and he started with a bang again this season with 2 goals already to his name from Vale's only win so far over Sunderland. John Rudge doesn't have any injury worries, so he'll rely on the 4-5-1 system that Vale employ away from home, with Lee Mills plugging away up front and looking for support from the likes of Naylor and John McCarthy. Tonight's referee comes from Nottinghamshire. He's Alan Butler. So away we go with both sides playing in traditional colours tonight. Wolves sporting old gold and black, and Port Vale in all white. And here is their captain Neil Aspin now, tussling with Steve Bull. I think we'll see those two in close attendance over the course of the evening. Break here for Goodman. So just getting his foot in was Talbot. So now Hill. The interception was by Coleman, but possession conceded immediately. Porter hoists one up there. Well, a couple of crunching challenges, and the second one from Hill, seen by Mr. Butler as a free kick. And then the two of them just classic. It was just a question of Hill falling over the top of Don Goodman. Atkins with a free kick for Wolves, still in the early stages, and Goodman with a good looping header that Musselwhite has to tip over. The lovely angled free kick. And Don Goodman soars onto the end of this ball in from Mark Atkins, and Musselwhite just stretches and tips over. So, the Wolves corner, drilled into the danger area. Firmly dealt with, and then there looked to be a player offside there when it was lifted back in. The referee's assistant saw nothing wrong. Well, among the crowd this evening is the Wolves president, Sir Jack Hayward, who doesn't get too many opportunities to see his beloved side, and he wants to see progress from them. Talk in the press this week of a potential £50 million takeover from another Bahamas resident, Joe Lewis. And now Porter has the chance to spread play for Andy Hill to join in. It's beyond McCarthy. Mills with the turn, and Coleman who puts it out of harm's way. He's a vastly experienced defender, Simon Coleman, despite all his injury problems of the last 2 years. Played dangerously straight out to Tankard, and it'll be knocked in towards Mills, and there's the header across goal, flushed out of the air by Stowe. He's got 3 goals this season so far, and Lee Mills is always a useful target man. Let's just see how Stowe plucked the ball there, and then at the other end the Wolves caught out. It looks as though there might be something on for them. Vale already have 4 men up here. Their chances this time. Corden slipped it through, and what a disappointing finish in the end from Stuart Talbot. With plenty of time, more than he realised. That's great play from Bull. So the finish didn't quite match. Nonetheless, at least we've seen the Wolves' record scorer have a strike at goal. It sailed over the top and wide. Steve Bull did this all himself. Picking the ball up here, he eludes the first challenge, eludes the referee as well, skips around Talbot and lets fly straight into the Port Vale fence. Mills. It's a good ball from McCarthy. Now it's Talbot. Coordinated, weighted wide. Let's see what he can produce from the with the ball in. Now it's a good-looking one, and Mills flung himself at it, but it drifted beyond the far post. He'd love to score against his old club. Seemed to go on the wind, that one. It's a dangerous ball in from Wayne Cordon, but it seems, as I say, to just sail on the wind. Smith lifts another one up there for Bull, and Bull's just got a touch on, and this might well be a goal for Wolves. Oh, they got in each other's way. Bull's still here in possession in the area. Well, Bull and Keane there just got in each other's way. And Ferguson rather overdid it. He was asking for trouble there, and Port Vale will try to capitalise on that. It's with McCarthy. The white shirts funneling forward rapidly. Pocket got in a challenge, and there's a good try from Tankard. He's asking for a corner, he's not going to get one. It fairly whistled away from the left boot of Alan Tankard. Once McCarthy had lost possession, it went straight to Tankard, and it arrowed wide of that right-hand upright. John Rogers done a wonderful job at Port Vale when you think he was appointed back in March 1984, and he's just signed another 3-year contract. It'll take him up to 16 years with one club. It's incredible in this day and age. It's just not happening for Robbie Keane tonight. Plenty of time left in the game though, and Port Vale supporters urge their team forward again as they grow in confidence maybe. Well, King got a boot in there twice to foil McCarthy. The referee saw it as a free kick. So here comes Naylor for Vale. McCarthy's ball up there. And Coleman's sturdy challenge wins it. But Mills is on the ball, and the shot is gathered by Stout without a problem. The few shots that we have had gone straight to goalkeepers tonight, and here's another one from Lee Mills. Took it down in one. Kubicki. A vastly experienced Polish defender. He's won 47 caps for his country, and he's actually taking a degree course while playing football here at Wolves. Business course. Here's a shot, and that's the best effort of the night so far, and it's come from the substitute Glenn Crowe. Well, he certainly knows the way to goal, this young man, and he looks left-footed, and as he cut across the goal there, he decided to have a crack, and it wasn't a bad try, that. Mark McGee still has the belief that Wolves can win promotion this season. We're still in very early days, of course. They do need to find a formula to win at Molineux. The game desperately needs a goal now. And Bull has slipped his marker this time, and he'll wriggle across to the edge of that area. Oh, it's a brilliant speedball goal. What a cracker. He didn't need anybody to help him. And Bull, who got back on the mark against Bury on Saturday, has buried this one into the corner of the net. Look how he does this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th touch carried the ball wide of Musselwhite's right hand and into the Port Vale net. Well, that is so typical of Steve Bull, and was it needed? It certainly was. And Jansen's racing to get on the end of this. And then rather meekly plays the ball straight out. And then from your shopping there. There's a better touch from Jensen. Mills, beaten initially by Coleman. McCarthy neat. Smith's header will fall straight to Talbot. He's got two coming in on him. Talbot, still Talbot. Pokes it out there, and here's the... oh, it's a lovely goal! And it's Martin Foyle, it's 1-1. The perfect lob, and it silenced those Wolves supporters. It's the Port Vale fans who are cheering now. It was down to the tenacity of Talbot and the poise and the precision of Martin Foyle's shot. There's Talbot, he battles away for this one across the edge of the area. One touch from Martin Foyle, and the ball is over Stowell and into the Wolves net. And we're all square again in a game that has taken a long time to come to life.